we're here for the community, for the veterans.
I was in the United States Navy during the Korean War, and I was glad to be able to serve my country.
We have a lot of veterans here that are just quiet in the background. I don't think people realize in small towns there's a lot of big contributors from, you know, the armed forces. And we think that's just as important, you know, in the smaller ones as it is to let the big towns in on it. So
I think now that the younger generation now realize what we're doing.
Today we celebrate Veterans Day, but what does that mean?
Well, it's good to see that people still appreciate the veterans.
They have served their country and they deserve a day, at least one day. I think every day they ought to be recognized, but at least one day where we stand out and talk about veterans.
You should be very proud of your soldiers here in Iraq. They're all heroes.
I think these movies and stuff really show them exactly what the people are up against. I think it's great. There should be more of it.
The people that are fighting this war are just like these students here at Hutto High School. They're just young people who care about the country and are willing to give their time and energy and sweat and maybe blood.
we need to honor them because that's where we are able to get our freedoms from. It's from people like them who are willing to sacrifice. It's just, I can't say enough of how, you know, we're grateful.
Really, they really appreciate it. Want to shake your hand or even hug you. And that is really great.
It looks delicious.
58 smoked turkeys cooked to a perfect 180 degrees.
You put the time and effort into it, you season it right, you know, it'll come out right, you know. Patience is a virtue.
It's the main course in a full-out Thanksgiving meal here at Martha's Kitchen and Shelter in Temple.
Basically, we're going to have turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes, split pea salad, and apples and fruit punch.
Volunteers prepared 600 meals for the less fortunate on the kitchen's 22nd anniversary.
It's really important. I feel that everybody should have some place to go, you know, come the holidays.
As we pause on this Thanksgiving Day.
And after a word of thanks,
Happy Thanksgiving, ma'am.
It's time to eat.
It's real good. It's really good.
But those here for the meal say the best part of the holidays,
being with the family, being with my husband and my daughter. That's what Thanksgiving is to me.
And Thanksgiving to these volunteers at Martha's Kitchen is about serving.
Just another day, you know, doing God's work.
3, 2, 1.
Hundreds of runners, walkers, and even dogs filled Heritage Square in Waco to kick off the Arthritis Foundation's 18th annual 1-mile and 5K Jingle Bell Run. And this year's turnout shows the community's support for those affected by the disease.
1 out of 5 adults are affected by it, so it's important for us to make sure that even while we're celebrating the holidays that people are aware that this disease affects a lot of people.
Organizers say donations this year also hit a record high.
This year we're probably about $45,000, which is the best year we've ever had for this event.
This year's theme is Light Up the Holidays, and the Christmas parade filled Austin Avenue with festive floats, tons of candy,
Merry Christmas,
and some familiar faces like our own John Gilbert and Kelly Barr, who got in on the holiday festivities. This year's 55th annual Christmas parade also brought lots of holiday cheer to the kids of Waco.
Got candy? Yeah, I got candy. I just came for Santa Claus.
Along with awareness for a good cause.
These little ones play all day while their mothers, Killeen High School students, try to earn their diplomas.
I probably wouldn't have done it because the times that, you know, that I need him to be here, and I probably would have to take off school and take care of him, and, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it without him.
But a lack of funding for the Communities in Schools Child Development Center could change all that.
99% of them wouldn't be able to go to school. They cannot afford to stay at home and take care of the babies and go to school at the same time.
The center has an annual $9,000 deficit, and the buildings are in need of major repairs like new roofs. That's why Killeen business owner Richard Acosta is organizing a group to help.
The kids that are taken care of here at the center are actually in dire straits. They need to actually find a way to keep the center open so that the moms can continue school and get their high school diplomas.
We do not promote for them to keep on getting pregnant and having more babies. We're actually promoting for them to be wiser in their decisions in their future.
The center works with the Killeen schools, but it gets no money from the district. The Texas Child Care Services Department helps the mothers with daycare fees, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture pays for the food, but the operating costs fall back on donations.
The Kiwanis Club donated this rubber on Saturday to make the playground safer, and the Child Development Center says they'll take all the help they can get to keep the center open.
And provide a future for both young mothers and their children.